Trade between Egypt and African countries grew by 1.2% in the first 8 months of 2023, reaching $5.819 billion compared to $5.75 billion in the same period of 2022. The African market accounts for 7% of Egypt's total foreign trade in the period from January to August 2023, and the trade balance is in Egypt's favor, with a value of $3.348 billion compared to $2.433 billion in the same period of last year, a growth of 37.6%. The Foreign Trade Bulletin of the Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics showed that the value of trade exchange between Egypt and the African market grew by 8.1% to reach $780.309 million in August last year, compared to $721.475 million in the same month of 2022. 8 countries in the continent accounted for 67.6% of the trade volume with Africa in the first 8 months of this year, with a value of $3.933 billion. Libya came at the top, accounting for 18% of total trade with Africa, with a value of $1.049 billion compared to $878.474 million, a growth of 19.4%. 5 Arab African countries, Libya, Sudan, Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia, accounted for 56.6% of the total value of trade with African countries, with a value of $3.295 billion in the first 8 months of 2023, while 3 African countries, Kenya, South Africa, and Ethiopia, accounted for 10.9% of trade with Africa with a value of $637.1 million. The value of Egyptian exports to Africa rose to $4.584 billion compared to $4.091 billion, an increase of 12%. It also increased by 25.7% in August to reach $634.882 million, compared to $508.122 million in August of 2022. Libya is the largest African country to receive Egyptian exports, with a value of $1.014 billion compared to $808.158 million, an increase of 25.6%. It is followed by Sudan with a value of $644.883 million compared to $580 million, an increase of 11.2%, and then Algeria with a value of $559.742 million compared to $490.44 million, an increase of 14.1%. Sudan is the highest African country to export to Egypt, with about $300.832 million compared to $340.787 million, a decline of 11.7%. It is followed by Kenya with a value of $199.777 million compared to $219.871 million, a decline of 9.1%. And then South Africa with a value of $57.464 million compared to $83.759 million, a decline of 34.4%.